Oh, we're live. Hey, good morning. You got a new setup, huh?
No, man, I just got all this card breaking stuff set up, and it's a lot to move around, man. It's a whole lot. I'm kind of in it's like a cockpit or something. I thought it was no homo, but I thought it was like that before. But now you got to like climb up in this thing, dude, and strap in, and you got cameras and tables and lights and stuff everywhere. So yeah, it's a little bit different this morning, man. But I think we're gonna rip some cards tomorrow since those NFL boxes are coming out. And I didn't figure I'd redo everything before that.
I feel so bad for you, man. It sounds like a rough life.
It's no, man, I'm not complaining. It's just it's just tight in here right now, man. I'm looking around me and I got shit piled to the ceiling in this damn office, man.
Interesting.
I think I've already decided, man. We were talking about when we move. I've been trying to contemplate if we're getting the Clayton home, so they'll build it and everything. We've been contemplating on like the 4 or the 5 bedroom, and the 5 bedroom is so I can have the extra office and stuff, do my own thing. But I think I'm gonna wind up going with the 4 bedroom, man. I think I'm just gonna get me one of those badass, like nice sheds they have that are sitting out outside like Home Depot and stuff. I think I'm just gonna set up my crick cave in there, man.
Yeah, until it's like 100 and something in the summer.
No. You don't understand what I'm talking about. These damn things you can make this thing climate controlled and all kind of stuff. I'm not going to be sitting in the shed without an air conditioning in there. So it's still going to be 72 and sunny inside that building, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got plans, man.
All right. Make sure you have enough power outlets and all that fun stuff.
Oh no, we'd make sure all that was taken care of. It'll be set up pretty nice. If I do it the way I want to do it, otherwise I'll just go ahead and get the 5 bedroom and keep it in the house and all that stuff. But if I do it that other way, I'm gonna do it right. Don't you worry.
All right. Well, good luck. Take it from a guy that used to have to stream out in his garage.
I've seen that.
It ain't fun.
Yep. I've been there for that. No, this would definitely be a climate controlled environment, sir. I'm not going to sit there and sweat or freeze or none of that. But you got to think too. I got my computer and all my equipment in there, so I got to keep it. I can't just have it getting to 100.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The computer is going to make that room hot, regardless of what's going on outside.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I'm gonna put the air conditioner in there and all that stuff. So we'll see. But that's a long way down the road. But it will be a lot easier for me to navigate through all that stuff. I won't have to move a million things around every other day or twice a day or all that.
Yeah, that part is nice.
So, but we're making it work, man.
I used to have to tear down and set up my whole, like everything I had. Like every day.
You go back and look at some of the first streams on the Sports Picks channel with me and Cody, where I didn't even know how to make thumbnails and stuff. Boy, those are interesting.
Oh man, yeah. Or how about me carrying all my equipment down to St. Mary's when I was down there for a week?
Yeah. You're in there, they're giving you shit because you didn't make up your hotel bed and stuff.
It's 4:15 in the morning, like
we could hear the logging trucks driving outside and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, the things this channel has been through.
Those were the days, dude. Those were the days. Well, let's say hello to our friends. Who's here this morning? Who's awake? I'm not. Pissant's here. Good morning. Let's see. I'm at work. Nothing good about it. Ooh. Ew. No Skin's here. Hopelessly Persistent's here. David's here. How's everyone doing?
No Skin showed up after his Flyers closed that thing out last night, man.
Salty's still in his garage? Really? Yeah, but I mean, Salty probably has a pretty sweet setup in his garage.
It's hard to say. Y'all say it like, I mean, you can. One of the baddest man caves we ever had my whole life. We built in one of the garages at our house and stuff, dude. You can make it work. Doesn't always have to be a million.
Yeah, and I just still remember my birthday stream that we did that one year, and I was dying by the end of it.
You were in like your wife beater and stuff, sweat dripping off your forehead and whatnot.
Chugging alcohol.
Yeah. I'm over here hammering Jaeger, man. I was at least in the AC, dude.
Yeah. I
That
had to
was a
open
fun
the
stream.
door. I had to open the doors in the garage just to cool it off in there.
I
And it
feel like that was the stream. Probably we really started kind of taking off after that one.
was been a good morning, Miss. I was like, yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, the good old days, man.
Good morning, Eric.
Hey, that's Papa Cricket.
I thought so. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah. Good morning, Papa Cricket. Wooten's here. How we doing?
There we go. Wooten's Golden Knights got a win. No Skins Flyers. Grass Ladies Flyers. Man, what a time to be alive. Let's go.
What a
Good
time.
morning, B-Mac.
You know why I'm not awake? I need my freaking.
Got them Alps in there. Grass guy. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, it was so funny. I saw another Rumble streamer was like, all you streamers have a full-time job and still like get on here and do this and meet all the requirements. Like, how the hell do you do it? Like, how do you have the energy and whatnot to do this as well?
I'm telling
And
you.
I replied with what I always reply with. I just replied cocaine.
Yeah.
And who was it? It was like hopelessly someone also said and refrigerated out pouches.
Yep. Cocaine and refrigerated out pouches. That's how you do it, man.
That's how you do
100%.
it. That's how you do it. Well, let's get into some sports talk, huh?
Sports?
Sports talk. I don't even know where I want to go. We can talk about the Gold State stuff here in a little bit. Let's just go through some easy stuff. I'm so glad I stayed away from this last night, Craig, because everyone and their mother was like reposting, LeBron's never lost a home closeout game in his career, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this feels too easy. And then, granted, they did come back and make it respectable there. I mean, they were down like 12 with like 6 minutes left. But the Rockets just kept hitting their threes. That's really what the difference was. The Rockets hit their threes in the first half, really kind of I mean, it doesn't look like it because you look at the score, but they tied a record of like either tied or broke a franchise record of most threes in a playoff game.
The Lakers did?
No, the Rockets.
Rockets did. Okay, I was going to say that'd be weird if they lost and set the franchise record. The under came through in this one, man. No Kevin Durant last night too. I don't know. I still feel like this series is over though.
I gotta watch
the chunk
of it. I gotta watch like a lot of the second half, which was nice. I mean, they still only shot 35%, but yeah, the record was 12. They took 43s. They give the Lakers every single chance to come back in this game.
How many of those 40 did they make?
14, 35%.
Yeah.
But the Lakers went 7 of 27, which is 26%.
That's no bueno.
That is no bueno. It was pretty ugly, but God, I'll tell you who had a good game was DeAndre Ayton. He doesn't look too impressive, but he had a big impact out there. I mean, he was 9 of 14 from the field, 18 points, but 17 rebounds. At one point, I saw we were in like beginning of the fourth quarter, and he had like snagged his 7th offensive rebound. Like he was
offensive rebound.
Yeah, he was like it was one of those ones where it hits and it goes long, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't just like it came to him. He actually went and hunted it out and like fought people for it. That's what I mean. Like, he had a big impact,
Looking like Dennis Rodman out there chasing that thing down.
Yeah. Yeah, he ended up with 10 offensive rebounds.
Holy shit. That's a lot of offensive rebounds for one game, dude.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But the big news with this one was Austin Reeves came back. He ended up playing 34 minutes. He got 22 points. But as expected, I mean, he shot only 25% from the field. But as expected, he missed. Crick, he missed. Now, granted, they weren't easy layups, but by the time he was in the area, it was just touch the back of the backboard, and it just needs to go in, and it would just roll off, right, like that.
Just put it in the square, man.
He had a couple of them where they were easy layups that just rolled off the rim. and you could just tell he looked rusty.
He might just, yeah.
There was one where they got a steal, and he came down, and he no, maybe it wasn't a steal. The steal was when he tried to. Oh yeah, he had a wide open three instead of trying to get the two. He missed it because he sucks. And then there was one. I don't know why I didn't have any money on this game. I'm acting like I had money on this game. I didn't. But there was one where they had a nice play, and he had that layup, and he missed it, and he was complaining for a foul, and it rolled off the rim, missed it, and then they went the other way with it and hit a three, and that was a huge 5-point swing.
Oh yeah, dude, those can be daggers at that point right there. You feel like you should have at least got some free throws the other way, and then come back down and hit a transition three. Yeah, that'll sting.
I just saw Nick Skinny said a lot of hookers and stimulants. That's right, baby.
That's how you do it. You want to see, right? Over on the YouTube side of things.
Good morning, see, right? Yeah, sorry, I'm ignoring. No one else at work. All right, you're at work. I would say we're at work right now. We're always at work.
Yep.
We live
wide open, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, man.
Work. Yeah. Well, we're headed back to Houston. I don't know where I'm at with this. I kind of want to see a fully healthy. Well, I want to see Luka come back to the Lakers
and Durant come back to the Rockets.
No, well, here's where I'm at with this. I don't really want to see the Rockets play OKC because they have no chance in hell of beating them. This team's terrible.
Neither one of these teams got a chance.
But I'm more curious if Luka came back, what the Lakers would look like.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that for sure. But
that one is more interesting to me. I could see a world where the Lakers somehow, some way, with the just talent, if Luka was back, and then LeBron somehow pulling shit out his ass to scheme a way to beat OKC. I don't think it's likely. But I said out of the two teams, I would say the Lakers would have the better chance, is what I'm trying to say.
I put them as like 1A, 1B having a chance. And I think they have no chance. I mean, you got OK sitting around. It's going to be OKC going to be sitting around waiting for a week now because they swept the damn Suns. This is probably going to wind up going 7 now. I have no idea who's going to win at this point, but I think the Rockets may get that one in Game 6. They'll take it back to LA for Game 7. So you got both these teams that are playing maximum amount of basketball there. OKC, who was already better than they are, just sitting around waiting, getting fresh. I don't think it matters who wins this damn series.
Yeah, but this is where I am torn because I would rather see the Lakers just because I'm more curious about that matchup. But I think it would be absolutely freaking hilarious if the first time in NBA history a team came back down 0-3, it was against a LeBron-led team.
God, dude, that would be funny.
Right?
That would be funny.
So I don't know. I don't know what to root for here.
Like I said, I mean, if you're a Lakers or a Rockets fan, you root to win this series. And that's probably going to be a win for the season. It's about the most you can expect at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, but hey, who the hell am I? That's why they play the games.
That is why they play the games. What'd I tell you, Crick? What did I tell you yesterday? People coming here saying, lay the 9.5 with the Pistons. The Pistons are going to roll. No, sir. No.
Mm-hmm. I wound up taking the Pistons minus, I think it was 5.5 first half, 5.5 or 6.5 first half. They covered both of those numbers, so worked out. But I thought you could see something like that where they came out. Cade was really going off early on. They're on the brink of elimination. They were a 60-win team in front of the home crowd. I felt like they were going to get on them early and probably just kind of salted away at the end. But I was afraid something like that could happen where they let that little backdoor cover happen at the end of the game. So I said that I thought the first half was the best play in this one.
Good call by you.
It did work out there, man. I still who's the winner of this series play?
The Cavs or the Raptors.
Okay, well, I don't know who wins out of them 4 damn teams.
That's why I put my money on when the Magic went up 3-1. I bought a about a little over 1,000 contracts on the Magic to win the Eastern Conference.
I don't hate that.
Because they should get through this series, given the lead they have on it, right?
Yeah, I don't hate that. And we're not so sure that the damn Cavs Raptors ain't going 7-2.
That's what I'm saying, and I think the Magic have just as good a shot as any against either of those teams. So,
well, like you talked about yesterday, man.
all they got to do is get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and then we'll see who's left standing on the other side.
Yeah, and then coming into the season, they were supposed to be a top 3 team in the Eastern Conference. There, just kind of had some injury problems and struggled down the stretch some. But that basketball team's got the talent.
Wooten says, "Come on now, LaChina blowing a 3-0 would be glorious. It would." But I'm also thinking about, like, there's a lot of playoff basketball left, and I want to see some good playoff basketball. I also don't want to see OKC just cakewalk back to the finals.
Well, there may be nothing you can do about that.
I
don't
know.
think they're going to cakewalk. I think the Western Conference Finals will be a little bit tougher series for them, but I think
Who's going to push them? The Spurs?
Maybe.
I feel like that's where the playoff experience and
you look at the
Spurs being a young team. I think that's where you I think that's where it hits the Spurs, and it could be ugly.
Yeah, maybe. But the Spurs haven't won 3 out of 4 against them this year.
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. Either way, they only lost one of them.
So, what are the odds of Spurs and Boston Spurs? It's like the second favorite. Let me see. I'll look it up for you. Oh my God! I had the stupid beat. I was so pissed yesterday, Crick. Stupid.
Uh-oh.
And I did it to myself. I placed a pretty decent size wager on something I haven't done all baseball season. I took a picture. That I really liked. You say Kikuchi. Favorable matchup. And I took his strikeout props, and I started at 4, and I laddered it out to 8.
What do you have, 3?
And I only needed him to get 5 to hit the 4 and 5, and I would eke out a small profit, and the rest was just all gravy, baby. But he goes out to start the 3rd inning in warm-ups and says, "Nah, can't do it. Taking myself out of the game because of shoulder soreness." He had 1 strikeout.
Oh, well, I'm telling you, I think I think when I'm supposed to zag on
the day I decide to ladder him is the day he decides to get a little shoulder soreness. Don't start then.
Hell, I took old Trey Savage for the Blue Jays the other day. It was his first start of the season. He averaged like 11 Ks a game or per 9 innings last year. And I seen him making his first start the other day. I was like, they might put him on a pitch count. I was like, they were playing Boston. They've been struggling with sticks. I was like, ladder him from 6 Ks to 8 Ks. Hell, they won the damn game 3-0. He went 5.1 innings. He had 3 Ks. Can't have nothing nice. What up, Klaus? How you doing, man? He said, when will Ant-Man come back? I still think it's I don't think he's expected to be back in this Nugget series.
He's a couple weeks away.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it back if they were to be able to finish off the Nugs, which they may do. I mean, they beat him without him and DiVincenzo that one game. Pretty much, they played without him for at least 3 quarters, so they can do it. But I mean, I think without him, they don't. I mean, when he gets back, is he 100%? Would it have mattered anyway, based off who they're going to have to play? So
that's the other thing, Crick. If the Timberwolves find a way to win this series, which they could, they only need to win 1 more. We're going to get such a boring semifinals. You're going to get Spurs Timberwolves, and if the Rockets come back and win, then it'd be like Spurs Timberwolves, OKC Houston. It'd be boring.
That's probably what you're going to get. I mean, hell, OKC Lakers would be boring too. But
it'd be interesting to see, though. It'd be more interesting because it's the Lakers.
I mean, I guess it would be more interesting just because we get to watch LeBron get swept out of the damn playoffs. But yeah. I mean, either like that's with the Nuggets Timberwolves, kind of the same thing as that Lakers and Rockets series. Like, I don't think it really matters who wins that damn series because the Nuggets haven't shown you any ability to separate themselves. Hell, like I said, they lost one of them games, Timberwolves, without 2 of their starters playing. Yeah, you can't go the
I
other
think it
night.
would be. I think it would be way more interesting with the Nuggets because of the
Well,
Jokic.
yeah, we want the Nuggets just because. I mean, if Ant could be 100% healthy, but even losing DiVincenzo, that's a big deal too. So that makes that team a lot worse. So yeah, I'd rather see the team that's got all their guys healthy. But once again,
But
it
yeah,
may not
here you go.
matter.
Supporting OKC versus Boston is the heavy favorite to beat the finals matchup at 37.5%. OKC versus Cleveland is your next at 14%. And then San Antonio and Boston is 13.1. That's a good return, though. Good little return.
Yeah. What up, Derp? How you doing, man?
Plus 750. You get San Antonio versus Boston.
Yeah. Yeah.
Atta baby.
Man, I bet that was a big time,
Derp,
Derp.
did I see you send me a photo? Was that you and was it James Harrison or who'd you get a photo with, Derp?
No, he did say, yeah, there you go.
There it is. It was James Harrison. Yeah. I think you did tell me. Or I saw a photo of it either on the gram or whatnot.
He says, Cricket, our 3-star Gerard left tackle, has his top 5 and commits in June. Let's go, baby. Good luck to that young man.
Did you all talk about the anti-tanking proposal? No, not yet. That's we're gonna get through these games and then we'll preview the games and then we'll get to that. Glad you had a good time, dude.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, the hell they set a record for the most people ever at an NFL draft up there. That's probably going to be a record that resets every year. You think?
Yep. Klaus says which team has more chances to win the playoffs? OKC, SGA MVP again. Yeah, they're heavy favorites to win it. They're minus money to win it. That's probably what it's going to
be. Yeah.
Barring a catastrophic injury.
Yeah, which we never want to see. We don't see that.
I mean, hell, they're already down Jalen Williams.
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with him?
He's been injured all season long.
He's been hurt. Yeah, I know he's been hurt for 2-3 months now. But
but the Raptors cover against the Cavs as well. It was all 3 dogs covered, and one of them won outright. Dogs were
I would never would have took that.
I tried telling you guys the Raptors are going to they're going to hang in there.
You're full of shit. We talked about the Cavs blowing them out yesterday.
No, I was all on the Raptors. So don't you think that the Raptors are going to keep this close? All right.
Y'all know what the truth is, chat.
They're going to be all over them like white on rice, nut to butt. And that's what they were. They kept it close. They covered.
See, I thought I had this series dialed in now. I thought the Cavs were going to blow them out yesterday, and I could just turn around in Game 6 and bet the Raptors would blow them out. And, I didn't think there was going to be one of these games that was within double digits of each other. Now I'm like, shit, the Raptors probably going to win, but the Cavs will cover or something weird. I don't know. They'd probably be favored by 1.5.
This series hasn't started yet.
Yeah.
Series doesn't start until a road team gets a win.
Do we know what that line is on? Let's see here. I might have that for Game 6 in that one. Looks like
125, 120 win for the Raptors.
You got that, man. I think I'm just going to take the Raptors on the money line in Game 6, a little plus 142. Booyah!
Yeah, why not?
You better snag it right now too. It's going to go down some. That's going to wind up being like plus 120 or something for the Raptors.
Yeah,
I'll take it now for value.
But today we have 3 games. Knicks, Hawks. Knicks looking to close out this series. Hawks looking to stay alive. Knicks are 2.5-point favorites. 213.5 is your total.
I like the Hawks.
You like the Hawks?
I do like the Hawks. I think this one's going 7. I don't know what's going to happen. I think the Knicks win it in Game 7. Hawks will be scrappy. I don't know. The way they looked at that one the other night, they might get blown out in Game 7. I do think the Hawks win this thing tonight, though. Back at home in Atlanta right there. I see that small dog. What do you have this line opening at on your action or whatever? Can you see that? I'm just curious which way it's going. I'm sure the money's on the Knicks. They're a public market team. People like to bet those bums anyway.
Right now, 70% of the bets, 78% of the money is on the Knicks.
Yeah,
take my boys.
And what did you have your line open at? The money line?
The spread opened at -2. Let me see what the money line opened at -130, and it's currently -130 with 72% of the money on the Knicks.
Yeah, I've seen it move out to -148 on DraftKings, but they're moving it with the money a little bit. That's not a huge move right there. I still like the Hawks. I'm taking the plus money on the Hawks on the money line.
Yeah, that's weird because the Hawks opened +110. Now they're +133.
I got them at plus 124 right now, but that's still not an overwhelming move for that amount of money on one side. I mean, over 70.
That'll be good. Celtics looking to close out their series in Philly. This will be interesting because Embiid was a huge factor in Game 5. Did Boston system play?
Yes. I think so.
Sixers team total under, Boston to cover.
I think that is absolutely the play. You got Sixers at 103. I think you can take it down like I did the other night. You can take it down to under 100.5 at plus 131.
Yeah, I think the Lakers can close out on the road. It'll be depend. We'll see if Durant comes back. That's going to really throw a wrench into some things. But I think with Reeves knocking the rust off in this game, he'll be better, more efficient.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I'll tell you what. Don't take the 76 under 100.5. Take it under 101.5 and get plus 114.
All right. I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm gonna wait to see what the injury report is an hour before the game because I've been screwed by that before.
Hell yeah, especially in freaking 76ers games, dude. You never know when that big ass bum's going to decide that he needs some Vagisil, needs to sit out the game. I can't stand that guy.
And then Nuggets looking to avoid ending their season as they try to climb back from this 3-1 deficit. They took care of business at home in Game 5. This is the game. This is the game they have to win because if they go back to Denver for Game 7, I feel very confident with Denver. But they are 5.5-point favorites. They did dominate the Timberwolves in Game 5. Obviously, we know all the Timberwolves injuries. No Ant, no DiVincenzo. It looks like the Timberwolves were really scrambling for someone to get something going. But I'm going to probably just stay away from this game.
I think that's probably a good call because doesn't it feel like this line with those two guys not playing should be a little bit higher, even on the road? I mean, I feel that way. I feel like it should be more like 8.5.
No, they're 8-point favorites at home, so
they got two starters out for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, but I mean the typical line movement is the same. Do you think the Lakers have a chance against OKC if Luka can get healthy? If let's say by Game 2, he has to come back by Game 2. That's another thing of this. This series extending only helps the Lakers if they do get through Houston because it gives Luka more time. But Luka would have to come back definitely in Game 2 because you could just chalk Game 1 up as a loss. Typically, even if you were fully healthy, the better team at home in Game 1 usually gets it done, right? You count that. You just need to win one of two.
That's all you're looking. That's all you're looking for, yeah.
But it's just going to be like how good of shape is Luka going to be in when he comes back? You know,
man, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it matters. I don't care if he's there for Game 1 ready to go. I don't care if he's ready for Game 7 in this Rocket series. Whoever wins that series, Rockets or Lakers, is dead to rights against OKC. There would be a win for them if they don't get swept.
I think they'll. Like I said, I think the Lakers have the better shot of winning it. Not likely, though.
I was going to say, if any of them got a shot, it's probably like less than 10%.
But who knows? Maybe Luka took all that good over in Europe. And we've seen Luka carry teams on his back to an NBA Finals. So if he could just come back fresh as a daisy.
Yeah, but he still couldn't get it done and win that thing. And the heavy favorite in this one, he's going to have to go through before he gets to those finals.
Pop a couple of Addies before a game, get a little pre-workout mix in there.
That fool can eat an Adderall the size. He can eat an Adderall the size of a hockey puck, and it won't do him any good.
Oh, he'll be dialed, dude. He won't miss a 3 all night.
We'll see. Steps on the YouTube side of things. What are you doing?
Whoa, he went to the dark side.
What are you doing?
I like make sure to hit the thumbs up button. While you're there, buddy.
Steps this morning when I get done with shows. I need you to take a little break for a minute, and I'm going to need to get a code from you, man.
A code?
Yeah, man, when you scan this stuff, because we got to log into all the same whatnot and stuff. And
you got to mail that stuff out, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I've already got it all packaged and ready to go. You just have to, excuse me, I'll have to scan it on your phone and
Mm.
like to log into the account, it's going to send him a verification code and all that stuff. You know, the two-party authentication and whatnot nowadays.
I just was amazed that you guys were speaking code, talking about code.
Man, I'm becoming a tech guy, dude.
I know you are. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Whoever the Spurs have to play, either OKC or the Lakers or whatever. Yeah, we figured you were a Lakers fan.
Good luck to you, man. Good luck to you.
Hopelessly persistent steps into the dark side. What is happening here? I know, right?
Steph said he is not a tech guy.
We
I
all
am
know.
not a tech guy.
We all know.
Like starting that card break yesterday. I didn't have the music's playing for me right here beside me. It's blaring. And y'all couldn't hear it or nothing. I'm sitting here clicking things. You got to understand all the stuff you got to pull up this little whatnots and whatnot. It's crazy, dude. You got studios. You got 3 different tabs open for whatnot. You got chats. You got auctions. You got all kind of stuff going on, man. I'm hooked on card breaks.
Steps had a great stream last night. He ended up running it back because he got a couple people came in and boosted the stream and got a bunch of new eyeballs on it. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of people were like, "We're ripping cards." They're like, "Are you done? Like, we want to get in on this." And Steps is like, and the Ninja missed out on the first auction, so he's like, "Yeah, Steps, come on." And then so he ran it back, and he had a good pool of people in there.
Yeah, dude, I was in there. I got me a couple of teams in that thing. Got some pretty sweet cards. Got a pretty sweet little Cooper Cup card.
You think the Pistons can avoid the 1 versus 8 upset? No, I think Magic are going to win it.
Probably tonight, or I guess tomorrow night.
What did I get on the Magic? Hold on. I bet the Magic once they went up 3-1. I bet them to win the East. Not that I think they can actually win the East, but I think they have a great shot of getting to the Eastern Conference Finals if they get out of this round. Oh, I got them at 5 cents. Somehow it went down to 4 cents now, so you can get them even better. 25. You can give them 25-1 to win the East. All they gotta do is get to the Eastern Conference Finals. You can cash out right there, or you maybe hang on to that, see if they can steal one of those first. You don't know who they're going to play. They're probably going to play Boston, but they might not.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, fair enough. Pissan, I don't think we can do it that way, buddy. I think there's something in the system that it has to be scanned in by like the post office, and that's how they let you know it's dropped all. I have to. SD lives in the house with me, and I have to mail her packages back to the house, dude.
I mean, you can give it to him, but you just still have to mail something out. It doesn't have to be the actual cards.
But like I said, I didn't want to mess nothing up, man. And so the labels are already paid for, and I took them all to the post office. And hell, if we're being honest, if I drop it off by the time you get back from North Carolina, hell, they'll be at your house by then.
We'll see. Is your Nuggets to win title going to cash? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's going to cash as minus whatever he bet on it.
Come on, Craig. Don't be.
I'm not being. I'm just telling you. There's like the NBA playoffs suck. In the NHL playoffs, I'm actually watching that, and I'm like, okay, there's 4 or 5 teams here with a real shot to win this whole damn thing. In the NBA, maybe 3.
I think you forget though, the Nuggets, this is what they love to. They love to get themselves in these crazy 7-game series. Why? I don't know. But this is what they do.
That team,
they were game 7 away from knocking off OKC last year, and they would have easily won the title after that.
That ain't the same team as last year. Aaron Gordon ain't healthy.
That's why they're going 7. They're giving them time to get healthy.
We'll see.
It's all a part of the plan, Crick.
We'll see.
Just there you go, dog spot.
Nice.
Just go ask the OKC or the Denver fan that you live with. She'll tell you.
Yeah, she'll tell me, and I'll tell her too. I ain't bad, man.
I thought Gobert versus Wemby would be actually kind of fun the way Gobert has been playing lately. But Gobert versus Wemby is not going to be fun without Ant there. And now people talk about Anthony Edwards, but DiVincenzo not being there too is a huge blow to that team.
Yeah, that's a big deal. And I can't think about anything about Rudy Gobert. Every time I see that guy, all I think about is that like COVID clip where he's like leaned over, touching all the mics and shit, and then they shut the whole damn world down like a week later. And he's up there trying to make a joke about it and whatnot. Which I mean, hell, I don't think they should have shut the whole world down. But that's all I can think about every time I see that guy.
But you got to remember, you're a young professional athlete. You think you're invincible, and there's this little virus, and you don't even feel sick. That's why he was joking around.
I'm not saying it wasn't kind of funny. I'm just saying that's the only thing I can think about when I hear that guy's name now.
Stop trying to defend the NBA, William. It's trash. These playoffs have been pretty good.
The fuck there's they
bad games, but it's been a pretty good first round. You got to remember that most of these series were like minus 700, minus 900 for the favorites to win, and we've got games going to game 6 now. We've got potential
games ain't been that good.
Yeah, they have.
They're not that good. Like the series that are in game 6 or 7, hell, ain't none of the damn games been close.
Did you not see that Pablo and Cade Cunningham went shot for shot, both scored 45 points?
That one. I watched a little bit of game 1 of that one, and that series has been kind of scrappy back and forth and stuff there. But you look at like the Cavs Raptors series, like they're going to go 7 games, and that'll be the closest game last night, and it probably wasn't as close as it looks.
Okay, there's going to be a few stinkers in there, but we've had some fun games. The Blazers upsetting the Spurs and kind of
they lost 4-1 in the series.
Yeah, but they rocked Wemby. He got injured.
Look,
they scared him a little bit.
I know you love this stupid shit, but it is a trash product.
Embiid coming back, beating Boston in Boston.
He fucking sucks. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That is one of the biggest bums in NBA history.
Big games. Compared to what we should have got based off the odds, it's turned out better than expected.
I would like to go back at the end of the NBA Finals and look at the point differential between the winning teams and losing teams. I bet it's exponential.
Exponential.
I bet it is a huge number as far as margin of victory when it's all said and done. You look at all these damn games that teams have won by 25 and 30 points. What are we doing?
I don't know who has the worst attitude about these playoffs, you in the chat or this guy.
Fucking pathetic. Absolutely fucking pathetic.
That's how I feel about the playoffs.
Fucking Peters suck. This guy has no fucking balls at all. He a little bit of trouble, he crumbles. He fucking crumbles. He's the same spineless fucking, just like cookie cutter fucking nibbling motherfucking, can't throw the ball hard, can't get a fuck.
I love that he says mutter fucking.
Mutter fucking. You know what I would do if I was a Mets player? I would have my own Frank the Tank rants every day where I ranted about how stupid he was.
Oh, if I was the manager of the Mets, every time we lost, I'd make them watch this.
Oh, every day. It would just play on repeat in the locker room.
Here's how bad you guys suck.
Out to save his goddamn fucking life as goddamn fucking Kodai Senga. He fucking sucks. Enough's enough. He fucking sucks. He fucking sucks. And Sean Mania, he didn't get the bone chips out of his elbow. He fucking told the Mets, go fuck yourself. And now he's fucked the Mets to go show him Mania to tell go fuck himself. He should DFA his motherfucking ass in the goddamn motherfucking morning.
Motherfucking.
I want to know what his neighbors think.
They've got to be used to it by now.
Because he's got to live in a apartment building, right? Because he lives in New York or New Jersey or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't never been up there. I feel like it's a lot more apartments than it is houses.
Yeah. Ghost says NBA at an all-time low in viewership. Are you talking about for playoffs or the regular season? Actually had a huge jump this year.
I don't know how.
Only person who cares about the NBA is me, huh? Well, I mean, you guys can go ahead and just not enjoy it. And I don't know what sport you're watching right now. I guess hockey. Okay.
The best sport.
You enjoy your hockey. I will enjoy my NBA.
You and the 3 other people watching it.
You'd be
dude,
hearing Frank stuff. Yeah.
You would, dude. I'm telling you, I think that's a good idea. If I'm the Mets manager, I'm playing this. I just put it on the jumbotron.
I would have like a little sound clip, like a recorder of little sound clips from these, and just walking around playing it by my players when they were, at practice after a loss.
Fucking pathetic. Absolutely fucking pathetic.
I would just play that
over and over again every time they
misses a ground ball. Just
cue the Frank.
Misses a ground ball.
Pathetic. Absolutely fucking pathetic.
I would just play that right in their ear. Keep walking
over and over on repeat, dude. I'm here for it. And I just have like individual clips where he calls like the players calls him by name and talks shit to him. I just had that playing on an iPad in their locker over and over again every time they walked up and saw it.
Yeah, me too.
Old Frank, buddy.
Old Cade and Pablo, dude. Look at that. 45 each. I mean, Pablo at 45, 9 and 7. Just a good old fashioned back and forth shootout. Shot for shot.
Good old fashioned.
Look at this.
Hell's this?
This is Bo Nix's leg when healthy. And remember, Beardo was out here. I tagged him in. I know he saw it because he liked it. Beardo always claimed that Bo Nix was a wimp for not playing the AFC Championship game, that he should have just taped it up and got out there. Yeah. So that's his healthy leg. This is what his leg looks like now after surgery.
That ain't good.
Yeah, dude. There's a curve there.
That's what I'm saying. That shit ain't supposed to curve, dude.
Yeah. I was like, and Beardo thought this guy could play in the AFC Championship.
And that ain't good, dude. That don't make me feel great about his prospects for a long career.
Yeah,
it's supposed to look like that.
Have a new QB next year. So the NBA lottery reform proposal. Have you seen this? This will be the last NBA we talk of today. Okay.
Okay.
So here's the current. They're trying to fix the tanking, and I actually like what they're doing here. So this is how it is currently. If you have one of the 3 worst records, you have a 14% chance of getting the number 1 pick. The 4th, and then it goes down from the 4th, 12.5, 5th, 10.5, 6, 9, and so on and so forth. Or if you trade Luka to the Lakers, you have a 100% chance. They didn't put that on here, but that's an unwritten rule.
If you try to look at, I just realized what you're saying. Yep, you're 100% to get it there.
Because this is where Dallas was last year to get the number 1 pick, 1.5%, and they got it. And you're just going to tell me that was a coincidence? Happened the year that they traded Luka? There wasn't a favor?
Telling me there's a chance, man. Good morning, Jerm.
Here's the new proposal. They are going to not only switch up the odds, they are now going to allow the play-in teams to be considered as well, the play-in losers. So the teams that lose in the play-in and don't actually make it to the playoffs, they are now going to have a chance. Slim chance, but at least they have a chance. So that encourages you, if you're borderline to make the play-in tournament, not to actually try to go do it. Because look,
that's smart.
If you ended up, the 10 seed and the 9 seed, I mean, you have a 5.4%. That's pretty good.
That's smart there.
So what you have if you're a playing team, you have the same chance of getting the number 1 pick as the worst,
worst team.
The 3 worst teams. Yeah,
I like that, dude.
Yeah, and then really, the best odds are 5 through 10. So you want to be bad, but not too bad. But even if you're a little bit better than not too bad, you still have a 5.4% chance. They flatten the odds, and
I do think that will help.
In theory, this makes it a whole lot more interesting, and actually it discourages teams from trying to tank. If it weren't for the NBA and their shady lottery or their the way they pick these, the frozen envelopes and stuff like that. If this was an honest lottery, it would make it really interesting. So let's just assume it's going to be an honest lottery, even though we know it's not.
You probably got weighted ping pong balls in this thing or something.
But it'd be kind of cool if
I like that. That's a good proposal. That's a good way to keep that, to maybe tone down on it some. You're still gonna have some teams that are doing it, but I do like the way they're doing this. That does make sense.
Because think about it, you could have a team that just had a down year, right? But is historically or typically a good, like, let's say your star player gets hurt, right?
Yeah.
You have a bad
The
season.
Pacers,
or even like Boston was projected to, if you had a down year, you didn't have Tatum all year, maybe something happened to Brown, and then could you imagine you ended up being like the 9th worst team right here, and you end up getting the number 1 overall pick, and now instead of going to some shitty organization, that number 1 overall pick is actually going to go on a contender, like a big market team.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I like I said, they had to figure something out, dude, because what you saw from about February on, from probably 40% of the league, was awful, man. Good morning,
Jerm.
That's right. Good stretching set, little goat yoga sesh, Jerm.
But yeah, I think that's a good proposal. I really do.
I do too. I don't hate that, man. It's actually of all the shit you've talked about the NBA today, this right here makes the most sense.
You mean the shit you guys talk about with the NBA?
Yeah, it's our fault.
Let me see what teams would be interesting, like if they adopt this. Like the Miami Heat could get the number 1 overall pick. That would be interesting. The Warriors could get it. The Clippers could get it. I mean, instead of just, hey, the number 1 overall pick is probably going to go to Utah, Sacramento, or Washington because they would have the best odds. Now they actually have a chance to end up in Chicago, Miami.
That's great if you're a top prospect coming out of college or from overseas, or whatever. You're trying to get in the NBA. You love that because you may not.
Or if it's like this year where you have a really strong draft where the top 3 picks or 1A, 1B, 1C.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a better chance of some of these good talented guys going to legit teams.
Anybody that passes on AJ Dibansa is a fool.
This year, though, I hear what you're saying, but this year, it's going to be what team has it, what need they have. Because you got there's a really good talent across different positions. So it's not going to be like, oh, this guy's better than that guy. It's going to be, what does this team feel they need?
And I think that's where a lot of teams screw up in this, man. I think a lot of times in the NBA, you ought to take the damn best player available and build around him.
Yeah, but when they're all 3 perceived to be pretty close to each other.
Yeah, but you also got to be able to judge talent. And watch, I promise you, if you take Darren Peterson over AJ Dibansa, you're a damn fool.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see what happens because Darren Peterson will probably be the number 1 overall pick. But they're going to be damn fools.
I mean, he's the lotto ticket. He's the probably highest potential, but also probably
the one that's most likely to get menstrual cramps too.
It's true. That's true.
So I don't know. Like I said, I think that kid from BYU is an absolute stud.
Dude, we were in Steph's basketball card break, and I got the Nets, and I was like, well, the Nets did draft 5 rookies in the first round last year. There's got to be one of their cards in here that might pan out.
Nah, I don't think that there is, sir. Not for those Nets this year.
5 first-round picks,
and you picked that well with them. It's a trash-ass franchise too.
Yeah,
that team this year is one of the worst teams in the history of NBA basketball. They scored 10 points in an NBA quarter, one game. 10 points. Had a couple others where they didn't score more than 15.
It's true. It's true.
So, yeah, them cards are probably worth the paper they're printed on.
All right, I'm done torturing you guys with the NBA. Tell me about the playoff hockeys. What the heck is going on here? 2 overtime games. 1 went to double overtime. Why can't we get this done in regulation, Craig?
Because these boys are gritty. They're not NBA players. It means a little bit more on the ice than it does on the hardwood. There's the Golden Knights, man.
I didn't know we were in the SEC.
Just means more, baby. But yeah, Golden Knights, Wooten's Golden Knights get it done last night in 2 OT. They're winning 5-4 over the Utah Mammoth, taking the 3-2 lead. They'll head back up to Utah for Game 6 in that one there. And that one, I think that was going 7-2. I think Utah gets Game 6 up there, and they'll go back to Vegas for winner-take-all Game 7 is what I feel like is going to happen. Habs, there you go. Bink, Ghost. We did like that one yesterday. I think, like I told y'all yesterday, I thought the Canadians were going to win last night. I think the Lightning are going to win in Game 6. And then, hell, you might want to flip a coin back down there in Tampa for Game 7. But, yep, Golden Knights up 3-2, headed back to Utah. The Flyers finally put down the Penguins. Grass guy has a happy home again. Grass lady's happy. No Skin's happy. Flyers do get it done, man. They were up 3-0 in this series. Let the Penguins win 2 in a row. And, boy, I thought if they lost that one last night, they were going to be in trouble if they had to go back to Pittsburgh for Game 7. So, good for them. It looked like a good game. I did not see this one last night. It looks like a goalies duel in this one as the Flyers wind up winning it 1-0 in OT there to end Sid the Kid season. And maybe in the Penguins' little run with Evgeny Malkin, Sid the Kid, O'Brien, Rust. Sid says he wants the team to stay together, but don't know if they will be able to keep that together. We'll see. Jack Eichel will prevent Game 7. Ugh, that freaking guy wouldn't. You already know how I feel about that freaking guy. We'll see what happens, man. I like some of those young cats for Utah, too. I like Clayton Keller a lot. I think he's a young stud. And then the Canadians defeated the Lightning last night down in Tampa 3-2. They were up 1-0 after the first, tied 2-2 after 2 periods, and the Canadians put one in the third to win that thing 3-2 and take a 3-2 series lead, headed back to Montreal for Game 6. So I'm just saying, you can look right here at the hockey scores and see this is a much better product in my mind than the NBA. I can't believe the NBA has the amount of money to go around that it does to pay those players what they pay them, a bunch of overpaid freaking bums. But hockey players deserve a raise, man. Oh, he's always contributing, Wooden. I mean, that guy, I know, look, I'm fully aware that Jack Eichel is one of the best hockey players walking around this rock. He just does me wrong every time I try to bet anything on that guy. But yeah, he doesn't have to put one in the back of the net to make an impact on the score sheet. So that guy is a facilitator around the net. He makes the guys around him better. He is a hell of a hockey player. I just can't stand him. And then looking at tonight, what we got going on the ice. What do we have tonight? We got 2 games tonight. Ooh, good ones too, baby. Let's go. I think my Ducks close it out tonight against the Oilers. Close it out at home, I feel like. But we also have the Dallas Stars at the Minnesota Wild tonight. I told y'all before Game 5 in this series, I thought Minnesota was going to steal it down there in Dallas. I think Dallas is going to win tonight in Minnesota, and then we go back to Game 7 in Dallas, much like that Golden Knights Mammoth series. I think it's going to be just like that, man. So, but I do think Dallas gets it done tonight. I think you look at the 2 little plus money dogs this evening, put a little parlay, smothered, covered, and all that stuff, man. But I do like that tonight. I like the Stars plus 102 on the money line at the Minnesota Wild, and I like the Anaheim Ducks on the money line plus 110 at home against the Oilers there. You want to parlay them together, get you a little plus 324, booyah. Ghost says, watch the selfish KD come back for Game 6 to force a Game 7. Pathetic. Yeah, I mean, I think that guy's a freaking bum, too. But once again, when I see these guys sit out a game that was an elimination game, and then in the next game, 2 or 3 days later, all of a sudden, it's a miracle, and you're healed, and you're out there running around looking like you were fine all along, that just lets me know you're a punk. So we'll see what happens. And Ghost leaning Stars tonight, I do as well, Ghost. Yep, I'm on the Stars money line tonight. I would assume most of the public money will wind up being on Minnesota at home there. And then probably I'd say the public money is going to be on Edmonton too. So I think you're going to want to fade the public in both these games tonight. We will see. We will see. And then, like I said, tomorrow night, you've got Lightning at Canadians. I think the Lightning win that one. You get minus 115 on the main line right now. That may or may not move out some. Sabres at the Bruins for Game 6 down in Boston. Sabres lead that one 3-2 there. I like the Sabres to close that one out down in Boston. And then you can get Mammoth at even money right now. That's probably the best number you're going to get on that. I could see that one moving to like minus 115, minus 105.
I have a new plan for us. You can that whole shed idea of yours.
Yeah.
Toss it. We don't need it.
Okay.
Here's what we're going to do. Now, we're going to get the game on chat room. Anyone who wants to come live here with us, we're going to buy this place, right? Look at this. Look at this big old thing. You got 2 houses on this property, pretty much. But look at this compound we could all, live in. Here's what we're going to do to make our monthly payments. We're going to put our minds together, make sure we hit enough parlays through the month to cover the mortgage. If we do, we can live in a compound like this.
I think we just rip cards, man.
We'll do that too. Steps will rip cards, so we'll have a steady set of income. Look, you can play a little golf through here, huh? You can play a little golf, a little chip and putt.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We put a 9-hole golf course in that damn thing.
Yeah,
maybe a little par 3 or something.
Don't worry. This compound right here, this whole compound, I think even this is part of it too. This whole compound, only $400 million. But don't you worry, because we can get a mortgage and we only have to cover $2.5 million a month.
Just a month?
Yeah. So we, like I said, we get, 39 beds, 59 baths. If we can get, like 35 mines in there, you know what I mean? 35 people live in this, but we'll have a little area where we go to the lab and cook up the best part. Ghost is hitting 5-1 every night, it seems like. So, if we were parlaying the correct ones in there, we cover that 2.5 easy. Summertime's gonna be a little hard because summertime is gonna be beautiful down there. We're gonna be a little distracted, and we only have baseball.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe Austin Riley will come through with some of his homers and cover for us. But look at that, only $2.5 million a month.
That's all. I just saw your text, Grass. You're good, buddy. Go handle that stuff, man. I told you that ain't no problem at all.
Who needs 39 beds and 59 baths?
How many?
59 baths.
Well, that's just retarded.
70,000 square feet.
That's just ignorant. Who? That's like that Lil Wayne song, man. Got 10 bathrooms. I can shit all day.
Residential single family residence.
We'll find a place for the
goats, though, Jerm. You imagine the property taxes on this thing? You imagine how much you got to pay the crew of cleaning ladies that have to come in and clean everything?
I promise you, if I had $400 million to spend, that ain't what I'm buying. I'd buy me some land and build my own damn compound. Where is this at?
California.
Oh, in Los Angeles? Yeah, absolutely not. Stick that in your ass.
If it weren't for that, but this is insane.
That is pretty
even
crazy.
If you're rich, even if you're like Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, what would you need this for?
Really? I don't know. Maybe if you wanted to throw a music festival once a year or something.
Also, what dumbass decided to build this house in 2015 and buy it and thought that would be a good return? Because you start getting into this area of what things cost. There's only a select amount of people on this planet that can buy that house from you.
Shit, they probably built that house for about $150 million.
Oh no!
You'd be surprised.
No, this is LA we're talking about.
I'm just saying it's a lot cheaper to build it.
Expensive there.
I understand. I guarantee you it cost them less than $400 million to build it. Probably substantially less.
It is pretty though.
Yeah, it's dope. I have zero need for something like that.
Look at that. You're looking out across LA.
Yeah, that's the kind of place you host parties for the fucking Oscars and stuff.
What the hell is this thing?
I don't know what that is, dude.
First thing I do, immediately tear this down. Tom Brady statue right there.
Yeah, that would be what you would do.
That is pretty sick, though. And it's LA, so it's going to be perfect weather every day. Oh, we can play tennis.
Well, that's stupid. I'd turn that into a putting green immediately. Tennis.
Is that like a lounge shop? That's a couch and a shower head in there.
There's a what in there?
Look at that. That's like a couch that goes around, but then there's also a shower head right here. It's like a shower.
And who's in the shower long enough that you need to sit down on a couch?
Or who wants to sit in there and watch someone shower?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Sounds like some Epstein stuff or something.
And there's some more showers over here. This is interesting.
That looks like a tomb.
That's the shower.
That looks like somebody's buried under that.
That looks like someone's throwing some massive orgies.
Oh, that's fair, Germ. That's probably where Vrabel and Diane Rossini hung out.
True. True.
Yep.
We got golf going on right now.
That's what I'm saying, Wooten. Hold on for the golf. That's what I'm saying. You could build that same damn thing in Montana or up around where you live for half that damn price, and it would be a much more badass pad, dude. Ain't no way I'm building that shit in L.A. Yeah, for the Diddy parties grifter. You're probably right, dude. You're probably right.
You're just gonna pick it up and move it. Like you just gotta those trucks that carries those like mini houses.
Yeah.
You just got like 1,000 of those trucks carrying pieces of it to where
property taxes going up. We got to get out of here. Load it up, boys. Get on down the road.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. If I had something like that, I would have the Yellowstone. I'd
travel out in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, and say, we're going to put it right here where they'll pay us to live here.
Right. No shit. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They will pay us to have this here, man. I'm with you.
59 bathrooms, man. We do have golf today, though. Here's who I like if you guys haven't bet anyone yet. Obviously, Scotty. I think Scotty will be in contention, but I'm refusing to pick him just to be different. I think Siwoo Kim. So this course is a long course and a big course. And so you got to look at the players that go to Bermuda, and then also either can hit the ball a country mile or are really accurate with their driving and good with their short game. Siwoo Kim has actually been number one with his second shot in the PGA this season. So his irons are dialed in. I think, and his accuracy driving down he doesn't really hit it too far, but he's very accurate. So I think he's got a good shot to place on the top 10 this week, and he finally had a couple weeks off. So,
Siwoo,
yeah, Siwoo, and the same thing with Hideki. Hideki took a couple weeks off too. I like Hideki. This is the type of course that he has performed well in the past. We'll see. It's always a gamble, but Hideki is he's got everything together. It's just it's weird because he's not bad in any category, but he hasn't reached his full potential that we've seen of him in the past. So maybe this is the tournament that he does it. I mean, he ended up placing 12th at the Masters, so I mean that wasn't bad at all. But we'll see. I think Chris Gotterup's got a good chance, and then I like Cam Young as well. Guys who have played courses like this well in the past.
I like Colin Morikawa.
Who?
Colin Morikawa. I think he's on fire right now, dude. Since come back from that back injury, whatever. You got 5 straight top 10 finishes for Colin. He got tied for 4th, tied for 7th, 5th, tied for 7th, and then a 1st there.
I just can't. I got to give him a little bit more time. I'm still pissed at him for pulling out with that back injury.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I could see that. But
you want a long shot?
I think that's behind him, though. I do think that's behind him.
You want a long shot to place you can get good odds at him place top 20, but if you want to get a little risky, to also bet him top 10. Jonathan Vegas.
Okay.
Here's your sleeper.
I like
off early today.
I like a little sleeper in Sam Burns. I think Sam Burns could have a tournament out there this week.
Okay.
Here's a little long shot. Kurt Kitayama.
Kurt?
Yeah. I think he's playing well right now. I like,
and this may be, by the way.
What is it?
Small field.
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
8 players.
I'll tell you another one that I kind of like is and maybe I'm betting with my heart on this one, but I like old Gary Woodland.
Gary.
Man, came back, got his first PGA Tour win about 6 weeks ago or something. First PGA Tour win since brain surgery, dude.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
We will have to. We'll keep an eye on it over the weekend and whatnot. But there's some interesting. Like I said, whoever's accurate with their driver and is really good with their iron play is going to be in contention in this thing. So
I like Ricky this week too, man.
Who?
Ricky Fowler.
Oh, Ricky's been playing great this season.
I like Ricky too, dude. My kind of guy.
My guy. I didn't even realize my guy's in this tournament. Shoot a shot. Shoot a shot.
That is your guy.
There's another sleeper for you. Should I change my pick and make him top 10? I don't know. Now, my guy, Siwoo Kim, tees off later in the evening. And so does Hideki. Why'd they make the Asian players tee off late?
Man, feels like they're discriminating, don't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. But it should be a fun tournament. We got a good tight field here. I didn't realize how big this course is. It's big.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Where's this one? This is the Trump National, ain't it? Sorry. Let's take
in Miami.
Okay. Man, we might have a surprise card rip today.
Oh, really?
I guess my guy Steph is only working half a day, so he can bring me some products, man.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. We might do a little football today or something. Never can tell. Keep your notifications on.
According to the betting market, Scotty Scheffler is your favorite at a little over 3-1. Cam Young, second favorite, followed by your guy, Colin Morikawa, Minwoo Lee, Tommy Fleetwood, Chris Gotterup, Sam Burns, and my guy, Siwoo Kim. There in the top 10. Avoid Russell Henley at all costs. That's just my warning to you guys. Russell Henley is not going to have a good tournament.
Okay, fair enough. He's been kind of hot lately, too. I feel like there's time for some regression back to the mean.
Not a great course for his type of play. That's all I'm saying.
Touche.
But you know what is?
What's that?
Good? Who is good? What is good?
Tell me about
a better way to say it. Your Rumble wallet.
Ooh.
You want to know why?
Yep.
Because they can freeze your account, shut off your cards, lock you out of your own money overnight. Banks don't protect you. They control you. That's why real financial freedom starts with ownership. Introducing Rumble Wallet, a non-custodial wallet built for people who refuse to give up control. With Rumble Wallet, you don't just buy digital currency like Bitcoin and Tether. You can own Tether Gold, real gold on the blockchain. Through Tether Gold, you get direct ownership of physical gold bars, each one fully allocated, verifiable by serial number, purity, and weight. This isn't paper gold. This isn't an IOU. This is real gold without bank vault storage fees or gatekeepers. You can buy, sell, or move it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even when traditional gold markets are closed. And if you want, Tether Gold can be redeemed for physical gold. That's power. And when you support creators on Rumble, you can tip them directly using Rumble Wallet peer-to-peer and outside the banking system. No permissions, no middleman, no cancel button. This wallet is yours forever. Go download your Rumble Wallet today.
Booyah.
Booyah.
Yeah.
Anyways. By the way, chat, just going to give everyone a heads up. I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. But one of these shows that we do, we have a special interview for you guys. A special interview. We will be in here with you, watching it with you, but it's pre-recorded. It's an hour long. Pretty good stuff. I think you guys will like it. I was definitely intrigued. I mean, it was supposed to be like a 25-minute interview, but we were having such a good time. And you guys know us. We just can't stop talking. We were having a good time and learning about this product that these guys were talking about. So they'll be coming your way. So don't be surprised if tomorrow morning, that's part of the show is that. Diana Rossini, I knew it.
Uh-huh. Knew it.
Oh man. What else?
If-
I guess we got baseball today. I don't even want to talk about it, but I'm so sick of baseball after that.
We don't necessarily have to do baseball day if you don't want to. I'll cover it next show. But
I'm tired of these bums. Dodgers lost to the Marlins. They suck. Holy shit! No wonder Frank was mad. The Nationals beat the Mets 14-2.
Yeah, they put up 2 touchdowns on them. But yeah, if we need to skip baseball day, that's all right. Because if you need to wrap up a little bit early, I need about 10 minutes or so this morning before I start Creek's Corner. I'll be riding solo. Grass guys going house hunting this morning. So we'll do y'all.
Oh, their offer didn't go through. That sucks. Their offer didn't.
Yeah, they're still looking down there, man. So he's gonna go do all that today. But yeah, I'll need about 10 minutes in between shows, man. But we'll be rolling on Creek's Corner over there in just a little bit, and we'll do a quick show and run through y'all's numbers for you.
All right. Well, I don't got anything else. I don't think. I mean, there's baseball, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We got Feel Good Friday tomorrow. We got highlight playoffs tomorrow. God,
love it.
It's a good weekend of sports. A good weekend of sports.
Indeed, sir. Indeed.
You just want to run down to your local store to see if you got any boxes there. That's what you want to do. I know.
No, they don't come out till tomorrow.
That's what they say. I've seen some people get them early. They said I just showed up and they were on the shelf already.
Steph's gonna bring me some, so be all right. Be all right.
I know what you're doing.
I know what you're doing.
I know. All right, we can wrap things up there. Good show today. Nice tight hour and 12 minutes.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'll post if there's any golf things that happen today. I'll post some of those or anything else I like. I will share out with you. I'm probably never ever gonna bet a pitcher prop again.
It's fair.
I hate all pitchers now.
It's fair.
You know, some people hate getting NFL kicker cards. I hate betting on pitchers now.
I understand that.
God, I could have made so much if I would have bet under 1.5 strikeouts.
If Mama had nuts, she'd been Papa.
All right, chat. You guys have a good rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early. Well, let's shoot. I don't work tomorrow. Let's shoot for like a 4 or 7:30 start time.
Sounds good, sir. I'll be here.
A little extra 15 minutes on a Friday. You know,
I'll be here.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. But until then,
good luck, good gambling,
and game on.